So I've been challenged to read some of the Better Business Bureau complaints against Disney. And are they legit? Are they real? Are they ridiculous? Hey, let's take a look at some of them and find out. So I had somebody send me an idea to kind of read through some of the Better Business Bureau complaints against Disney and other theme parks and give my opinion on them. Whether they're legitimate complaints, whether they're outlandish, whether the park has handled it appropriately. So I thought it'd be a lot of fun to do some of that. Now, I'm not going to show every single one. I am going to be a bit picky and kind of skim through a few here and there. I will show them up here on the screen for you so you can definitely see them as I go through them. That way we can kind of get a feel. If it's basically a standard complaint that has been dealt with, I'm not going to really do much, but there are a few of them that definitely are more interesting. So let's jump into it, shall we? And the very first one is one that I dealt with in PhotoPass. So this should be entertaining. Hello, we visited your park on July 24th, 23. First, I would like to address the issue of a mix-up with one of your photographers uploading a totally different family's photos to our app as opposed to our photos. This has caused us so much frustration. Okay, buddy, technical glitches happen. It's a technical glitch that the computer misread the number. Really? Okay. Go to the view or call and say, hey, can you remove these pictures and add ours instead? This isn't a big deal. We spent over $5,000 total. Okay, welcome to Disney. Yep. To make this Disney trip a special one for our family. And now myself, along with several other family members, are feeling it's not even worth it. Over another family's picture showing up in your app? Hello? Can we say hyperbole much? That picture's going to ruin your whole vacation? Oh my goodness. With that being said, we would like to be refunded for both families that was linked to our account for our photos. Wait, you want a whole refund of your whole vacation because you had a technical glitch that made an extra picture show up? Okay, let's step back to planet Earth. You must not deal with computers much. Gee. Again, we would like to be refunded ASAP. Okay, you don't need to shout, dude. Especially regarding the photos mix-up. We've reached our prepaid legal services in regards to our photos being uploaded to a totally different family and us receiving there's an error. Okay, first off, legal services is going to laugh at you and say you have no issue, nothing here because it's a technical glitch. Whoop-dee-doo. We will be completing a BBB complaint as well. Okay, good. That's what you did. So this is just totally overblown. This is, I want money because of a glitch, and I don't want to deal with the actual glitch. This is dumb. When the scanners read the cards or your magic bands, sometimes it catches it wrong. Sometimes it adds the family before you or afterwards. It happens. It's not a big deal. Seriously, you can call the customer service line or you go into any of the places in the park and you say, hey, this isn't us. This is a family that was before or after us. Can you take them off and add us on? It takes 30 seconds. It's not a big deal. Seriously. They're not going to give you and the other family full refunds for that. Okay, let's continue on. Also, it was difficult to even find a photographer at times. It depends upon what's going on. Or the wait time to be photographed was a long wait. Welcome to busy Disney parks. It's busy, yes. You can have 10 photographers up and down Main Street, but if you've got 100 people or 100 families all waiting for those 10, guess what? You got 10 families in line for each one. That's what happens. It's why there's why PhotoPass has been so big, because the lines get long. If you waited, you would miss the next ride at your scheduled time. Somebody who doesn't know how to use Genie Plus and Lightning Lane. go to your ride, and then you get the picture. Gee, as you all state that Disney is the most magical place and happiest place, that's definitely overrated. Okay, I do fully agree with you here. Somebody who doesn't understand slogans versus reality, but we spoke to several families while in the park, and each and every one of them were frustrated and not pleased with the way Disney operates. Ah, gee, somebody was like their whole vacation. These are the kind of people that I mock. First, you enter the park and have to walk a great distance to even get the monorail or ferry. Okay, when you parked in the parking lot, you didn't enter the park. You parked in the parking lot. That's not the park. Uh, as much as you all charge, why are there not shuttles, large golf carts to carry families from parking lot to monorail or ferry? So they do have parking lot trams, but they have been forever in getting them going. But there are trams. Why didn't you wait for the tram? You are so exhausted by the time you get to entry. We even had a disabled child with us. Come on, Disney. Is the CEO even walking the park to see what needs to be improved next? Okay, this is somebody who had no clue where they were going or what they were doing, and they go to Disney and they're just like, this is any theme park. You park in the parking lot, you gotta walk. It's walking. It's what you do. If you've got a disabled child, why didn't you have a chair that would help them out? This is somebody who did not plan at all. Next is so overcrowded and congested. Yes, it's Disney. I know it's like the old Yogi Berra saying nobody goes there anymore. It's too crowded. Hello. Uh, People running all over other people's strollers, motorized scooters. There should be some lines where strollers need to follow, motorized scooters following lines. Oh no, I'm just ew. Scooters have to stay on the yellow line. Bang, 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 bumper cars. Uh yeah. This is somebody who had no clue, didn't look up stuff, didn't plan much, and got caught totally by surprise by Disney, and then had completely unrealistic expectations. Uh, okay, so they say at the end here that they go to Carowinds. So Carowinds is a little different than Disney. Carowinds is a lot smaller. It does Carowinds on a typical day will have crowds a third the size of Disney, probably less. Uh, Disney's huge. Disney's the most, you're talking about the most popular park in the world here because they're referring specifically to Magic Kingdom. When you're talking about going on the monorail and the ferry to the park, that's Magic Kingdom. They had no clue what they were getting into, no clue how many people. Photographers at most of the other parks, like Carowinds, there's a few of them out there, but they don't have big lines because the whole system is not designed to grab people. Disney's PhotoPass system is a very popular system. It's very different. Yes, all the photographers have lines because everybody wants their pictures. A lot of people don't realize the most photographed place in the world is Magic Kingdom. I've seen that in a couple different places. More pictures are taken in Magic Kingdom than any other location in the world, as crazy as that is. And so Disney takes advantage. Yes, lots of photographers and long lines for them. And if you're going to wait in line for a picture, you need to make sure that you look at your schedules to see where your food is, what your other ride times are. And this is somebody who had no idea how busy Disney is. And it definitely affected their trip. The whole idea of a technical glitch, though, ruining your whole vacation, this sounds honestly like somebody was coming in expecting the park to be empty, for them to have wide open access to everything. And all of a sudden they find that there's a bajillion people there that they weren't expecting, that there were long lines for everything, and they didn't prepare. And it caught them by surprise. I'm sorry, but there's nothing in this that is a legitimate complaint. They're not going to refund you because of a technical glitch. And I'm sorry that the lines were long, but a lot of people go to Disney World and it's not cheap. That's why it's so expensive, because there's so many people. Law of supply and demand. Yeah. Kind of sad. So let me see here. Disney's response. Thank you for contacting us. We contacted her, appropriately addressed her concerns at that time, and she agreed. Uh, they probably said, "Hey, look, you're not going to get a refund. Here's your picture, not their picture. Fixed." Let's see here. Da, da, da. Let me trying to find another one. Okay, so here's another one. Our flight from California got stuck in Arizona, so we had to turn around and go back home. Stinks when that happens. Ugh. Our entire family was waiting for us at Disney World, but due to flight cancellations, we never made it. Oh, ow. I'm sorry. Our kids were so upset that we took them to Disneyland instead. Okay. Ticket purchase for Disneyland was for the same date we purchased tickets to Disney World, Magic Kingdom. Okay, separate things. I can kind of see where this is going. Disneyland and Walt Disney World tickets don't apply. Annual passes at one doesn't apply to the other unless you get a specific kind. So, as weird as it sounds, Disneyland and Walt Disney World are basically separate entities. They're all Disney, but tickets for one don't work for the other. I asked the lady at the Disneyland counter if we could use our Disney World tickets. No, she said no, we had to purchase new tickets. Understand. She understood our crazy situation as we were so exhausted being stuck at an airport in a random state, gave me a special number to call for case by case basis. Okay. Now, in the past, Disney would have done something, and I don't know if they could have done it at the park, but they would have sent them to guest services and tried an exchange, I would imagine. Tried to work it out because, yeah, this stinks. So let's see. When I called customer service, they did not offer a refund, only credit for future use. We would like to get a refund to our original method of payment for, yeah. Let me see what the response here is. All Walt Disney World tickets are non-refundable. However, she will be able to apply the full value of tickets towards a future purchase of tickets of equal or greater value. So we're going to give her a credit towards future purchase for a once-in-a-lifetime trip that fell apart because of a flight cancellation. Okay, I understand they're non-refundable. They're also non-transferable, so you can't apply that credit to somebody else. Old Disney would have said, okay, yes, it's non-refundable. You went to Disneyland instead. You know what? This is horrible. I am so sorry. Here's your money back. This would have been a no-brainer, no issue. And then, of course, they mentioned that Walt Disney World tickets are not valid for entry to Disneyland. Welcome center request to, rejecting this response and haven't heard back. So this is where I get frustrated. So I've talked a little bit about the changes to Disney before, the above and beyond, create magical moments. This is the kind of thing where in the past, Disney would have said, you were coming to Walt Disney World and your whole trip got messed up, flight cancellation, here you are at Disneyland. Okay, technically the tickets are separate. Come on to guest relations. We'll exchange your tickets. We'll take your Walt Disney World ones and we'll give you Disneyland ones. Or they would just hand them the Disneyland tickets. Let's get you in the park and let's help you have a good day. They either would have given them free Disneyland tickets or they would have refunded the Walt Disney World tickets. One of the two. They would have, this whole idea of, hey, look, you spent extra money. You're stuck with tickets you're never going to use. That's not Disney of old. Not at all. That's irritating. Disney in the past would have looked at this as an opportunity to make magic. Let's fix your day. Let's fix your experience. Yes, we're not responsible for the plane. We can't help the plane flight. We can't help that you came to the other coast. But man, we're going to do what we can to help you have a magical day. And that's the penny pinching. Let's grab the money. Let's see. I'm highly escalated. Jeez. How do you get escalated? That one's different. And upset about my experience at the Disney Epcot Flower and Garden. Went to 4 different booths and each one charged me double the amount of my purchase. What? Never experienced this before, and I think the vendors thought I would not have caught this. Feel like I got scammed because there's no way to even get in contact with the merchant. What? How do you? Okay. First off, were you checking your receipts? Second, were you checking? Okay, they give you two receipts at food places a lot of times. One, the actual receipt for the food, and then one, the credit card receipt. Are you thinking because you got two receipts, you got charged twice? That's just odd. Did you check it with your credit card statement and see if you actually got charged? Double the amount. This one just has me really confused as to what actually happened here. Um, this is one of the reasons that you check your receipts. Wouldn't it have registered that, okay, I'm paying for this $15 food item, and yet I just got charged for $30? Should this not have registered? Do you not look at this? Look at your receipts. This is something you would call guest relations, which is basically unable to provide a response. Yeah, because what is this? We don't know what this is. Contact us. We need to talk about this in detail so we can find out what happened and give us some information. That's odd. That one's weird. So here's another one. This will be interesting. February, I bought the ticket to me and my fiance. Okay, so I'm guessing English isn't first language. It's okay. I paid very expensive the ticket. Yes, their tickets are very expensive. And I can't ride because was busy, and to get the food, I was waiting in the line almost 30 minutes and expensive. I am a very loyal customer and I love Disney, but I am not happy. Pay hotel and drive and pay the ticket, and I can't ride and play. Oh, okay. So basically, what they're saying is I spent all this money, and then the lines were too long, and I didn't get to do anything. Welcome to Disney. If you're a very loyal customer, it sounds to me like you've been there before. You should be aware that lines are long. Waiting in line 30 minutes for expensive food. Yep. On busy days, that's what it does. That's why there's this wonderful thing in the app now where you can order on your app and then just go pick it up. Saves you a lot of time and not waiting in line 30 minutes. Sorry. I feel bad that English isn't the first language, but folks, if you're going to go to the busiest theme park in the world on a busy day, you're going to have lines and you're not going to be able to do much. I hate Genie Plus and Lightning Lane. I really do. But under the current setup, you've got to use it if you're going to get on rides. If you want to get on more than just a couple things, that's what you have to do. You've got to work with the system they have in place. And if you're not going to, you're not going to get on stuff because you'll be waiting in long lines. I'm sorry. That's just reality. All I would give these people is sorry, not sorry. Cast member contact them, appropriately address your concerns. There isn't anything we can do. There's a lot of people. I'm rejecting the response because nothing. Okay. Yeah, that's how it works. Wow. So I'm following this up. So they're upset with this. And then Disney World tickets and passes can't be canceled. Annual passes, whether paid in full or purchased using our monthly payment plan, follow under the same rule. Annual passes do not automatically renew, so if she doesn't wish to continue her annual pass, this is a pass holder. Hello? This is somebody who's visited the parks and has an annual pass, and they're upset because the lines are long? What were you thinking? So Florida resident annual pass, there's no excuse for this. This is silly. You bought an annual pass, you've been to the park, you know it's crowded and lines are long, and you think that you're just going to suddenly complain and, hey, I want a refund towards my annual pass because I had a crowded day. Doesn't work that way. Ay. Okay, let's try and find one more here. Dear Better Business Bureau, I'm writing to express my deep dissatisfaction with my recent trip to Epcot, which took place on my wife, 1-year-old child, and I had planned the trip for months, and we're looking forward to having a magical time. However, we experienced two significant issues that left us feeling extremely disappointed. Firstly, we waited in line for almost an hour for the Ratatouille ride. Get Lightning Lane. All right. Only to be informed that it had closed down for maintenance. Annoying. I've been there. Frustrating, irritating, annoying to have lost an hour for nothing. I get that. Extremely frustrating as we made plans around the ride and it was a significant part of our itinerary. Breakdowns happen. Um, yeah, that's the famous, we've waited our whole vacation just for this. Don't plan your vacation around one ride or attraction or character. Stuff happens. I'm sorry. Yeah, give them a free lightning lane, but um, let's see. Staff did not provide us with any information about the closure beforehand because they didn't know it was going to break down. Wait, you want them to go, in 45 minutes, this ride is going to break. They wouldn't know. We wasted valuable time waiting in line. They didn't know. You don't know when a mechanical issue is going to happen. Okay. Sorry it broke. Stuff happens. My wife and I approached Mickey Mouse for a photo opportunity, but I asked him not to touch my wife as I did not know if he was a man or a woman, and it is against my religion for a man to touch my wife. Okay. Tell your wife to step away. Wife should know better. This was a clear violation of our religious beliefs, and we were left feeling violated and disrespected. How did you act when you walked up there? As a result of these two instances, we were unable to enjoy our day at Epcot as we had hoped. Forced to cut our trip short and leave early. Okay, requesting a refund or tickets to Epcot for a different day we can enjoy it. Okay, if you're going to go meet a character, the character is going to shake hands or something. That's what they do. It is up to you to make it clear in a friendly way if you don't want physical contact. Let the attendant know nicely and politely, and then let the character know, hey, Mickey, we're happy to see you. Here's our autograph books. If it's okay, we're not going to shake hands. Seriously, if you don't want to make contact with the character, don't go meet the character. That's the easiest way to do it. This to me sounds like they got deliberately offended that the character did what the character is supposed to be doing. Okay, as a man of faith, as a person, as a minister, I understand strong religious beliefs, even from different religions. I understand. Okay, I'm guessing Hindu or Muslim is where I'm guessing here. Understand that, but it is upon you to very politely let them know, or to not put yourself in a situation that could possibly violate your religious beliefs. If you are concerned that the character may come in contact with a person of a different sexual identity, men don't touch women. If that's your concern, then it is your responsibility to keep your distance. The wife should step behind or step aside or whatever it may be. That's up to you. Don't blame the character for doing what is normal. This is, I understand the frustrating day for Ratatouille. Stuff happens. But honestly, this is one that I'd be like, you know what, folks? Welcome to planet Earth. Accept some responsibility for your actions and accept that things happen. We cannot, it says on the tickets and stuff, but Disney cannot guarantee that any ride is going to be open or work consistently all the time. They're mechanical things. It happens. I very much would have been, you know what? Sorry, not sorry. I got to follow up and let you see what the follow up on this is. Let's see. We contacted him and appropriately assisted him at that time. Let's see. I have not received any communication from your team. Well, this lack of response leads me to believe you're insulting my intelligence by not acknowledging or responding to my complaint. Okay. I will insult your intelligence here and say you're not being realistic. Um, this is not an intelligent response. Um, I take my experience at Epcot seriously. Obviously, not seriously enough to have a grounding in reality. Does urge you to take immediate action to address my concerns and provide me with the appropriate compensation and resolution that you're entitled to. You are entitled to none. Zip, zilch, zero. There's the gate. This is what we wanted to say to people like this. I expect that you will treat me with respect and respond to my complaint. Okay, sir, we've treated you with respect. We let you in the park. This is ridiculous. Nope. Sorry. No refund for you. And this is the kind of person that as cast members, we'd be like, don't let the door hit you. Yeah, this would be the kind of person that in the park was probably a pain in the neck and mouthed off to the cast members and was not polite. And yeah, goodbye. See you later. So there's three interesting complaints from the Better Business Bureau and my responses to them. I'd love to know what you think. Was I right on? Was I not? There's a whole bunch of them there. A lot of them are legit complaints in the resolution, so I kind of skipped over several of those. But did you enjoy this? Would you like to see more of it? Let me know. I'd love to hear your comments and feedback and how you think my responses were. Let me know. Post in the comments below. Thank you so incredibly much to my supporters, to my patrons. I actually got this idea from one of them, so I want to give a thank you to them. If you want to know more about that and the perks that come with it, check the comments below or the description below. Ton of info there. Thank you so incredibly much for watching. God bless. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions, your ideas. Be sure to share them in the comments below, or you can contact me. There's information in the description that has my email address, fan pages, information about merchandise, and so much more. So be sure to check that out. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, and if you haven't already, hit the button right up there to subscribe. And in fact, if you did enjoy this, I've even got another video for you right here. And also about these wonderful people here, those are my YouTube members and my patrons, the ones whose financial support makes this possible. I couldn't do it without them. If you want to know more about that and the perks that come with it, well, be sure to check the description. There's a link right down there. Thank you so incredibly much. God bless.